Hi, this is Lou, welcome to my channel, and today's video is going to be a little short extra one where I'm just going to show you how to draw a pattern with fine liners. So this is a pattern that I've been using in a few different artworks over the last year or so, and I think of these as Tangle patterns, and they can take different forms. When I started doing these, I was thinking about Celtic knots and the way that they kind of interlock and interweave, but trying to do something a little bit different with it. So for this one, I'm going to start with a pencil, and I'm just going to draw a random line that intersects in a few places. So I'm going to start here, and we'll finish there. And I want to create the impression of like string or something like that, where it's kind of yeah, it looks like each of these intersections are going under and over one another, and it looks like you could kind of pull it and tease it out in different ways. So you can use any pen for this. I have these Uni-pin ones, and I'm going to go for a 0.5 size nib, but you can use anything. So I've zoomed you right in because I want to show you the way to make this drawing work. So for each line, you draw on either side of it. So I'm going to start about here, and then when you get to a crossing, you just stop. So I'm going to draw down to there, and then there's a point where the two lines cross, and I'm just going to stop there just before I get to the line. And then I can carry on the line on the other side, like that. But again, there's a crossing there, so I'm going to stop there. Now each crossing you've got to make a decision about whether the lines go over the top or underneath. So for this line here, I can draw the same two lines here and here, but this time I can carry them right on through. But I get to this point and I'm going to stop. And then I can finish by joining up those lines there. Now I've got these two crossing points here to decide on, so I think I'm going to draw a line from here that's going to go over the top, and then this one I'll carry on here like that. So it looks like this strand is going over the top of this one and then underneath the next one, and that'll be more obvious when I finish these lines here. I'm just going to carry on doing that, and I'll show you some of the tricky bits you get, because sometimes you get bits where it's really close and a bit tight. So I'll stop and show you exactly what I do at those points. And this pen, I think it's a little bit dried out, it's a bit scratchy, so I'm not getting a really nice fine smooth line there. So I think I'm going to change the pen and see if I can find a better one. Okay, I've got a new pen now. Let's see if that's any better. Yes, that looks a lot better. I'm getting a nice straight smooth line with this one. So this bit in here is quite tight, so I'm going to be quite careful to draw my lines in and my lines out. And then I think this one I'm going to bring to here and then stop. This one I want to come through here like that, and then I can join that one up there. And then this one I can, what's that one doing? Yeah, so that one goes over the top there, and then that one goes underneath everything. And I just join all the lines up. So this point here, I've got quite a lot of crossover. So I'm going to draw all the lines into that point. So that one can go to there. These ones here, I need to decide what's happening there. So this one went underneath there, so I think this one should go over the top of the next one. There. And then that one can follow through underneath. And then this one went over the top here, so I think it needs to go underneath the next one. So I'll just draw those lines there and make that look like it's going underneath. And then that one went underneath there, so I think it needs to go over the top here. And then this one I can follow around and looks like it's going underneath there. And then I can bring these two lines in here. And then I think that should go over the top. There. I can bring this line in underneath. That's going over there. Oh, wobbled a bit. And then that one comes out of there. This one goes underneath there. And we just carry on round doing the same thing every time we get to a difficult bit, just taking it slowly, drawing one line at a time up to the junction, and then deciding which one's going to go over the top and which one's going to go underneath. Now you'll see we're nearly back at the start. We've just got a couple of more complicated junctions here, and then we'll be pretty much finished. So some of my lines are still a little wobbly, so if I want to, I can go over them again and make them a bit smoother. Another thing that you can do which increases the 3D look of this is to add a little bit of shading. So I've got a finer pen here, and you can take this and just add a little bit of shading every time there's a piece of Tangle that goes over another piece. So we can add a bit in there. So it's just a few lines. You could do this with a pencil as well. So here's my finished Tangle design, and there's a few bits here where I feel like my lines are a little bit wobbly. What I would do if I was going to be using this in a print or in another finished work of art is I'd probably scan this in and use Photoshop to kind of clear up some of those bits. There's other ways that you can use them. So this is a circle design, very similar to the one I've just done. But you could also do like a random spaghetti pattern like this. Works in exactly the same way. And then there's a couple of prints here that I've made that show you how I'd use these in different designs. So in this one I used this Tangle design to create a nest. It's exactly the same way, and then I've used this to create a screen print. This was a print that I made last year. And then this one, I've printed the Tangle and then covered it in gold leaf. So you get a really beautiful shine with that one. So thanks very much for watching today, and if you give this a go, I'd love to see your versions of tangles and see what you do with them. You can always post it on Instagram and tag me at Lou Rachel Davis. I love to see the work that you've made, and I love to see your interpretations of my designs. If you have any questions or any comments, leave them down below, and if you'd like to see more videos like this, then please do subscribe. So thanks very much for watching today, and I look forward to seeing you very soon. Bye bye.